right, y'all, let's crack that throttle. I don't know why this thing is acting like it's going off. Oh, maybe it's just showing me that it's recording still. Okay. I like to have the display on so I can see what I'm doing, but I guess that's not going to happen. We'll try to live with it the way it is. Yeah, it looks like it's still recording. Still counting up, so that's a good thing. And it hasn't fallen off the arm, so yeah, we're in business today. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are y'all doing this fine afternoon? I thought I'd get out here, test some audio, test some video stuff, see what we got. This is a heck of a learning curve for me. I'm not technically inclined, or technology inclined, however they want to put it. Anyway, it's hard for me to figure this stuff out. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, there's a San Diaz. Woohoo! Welcome to Albuquerque if you've never been. And welcome to Two Wheels, One Leaf, where we talk about cigars, cycles, food, and other stuff. Whatever tickles our fancy that day. So I don't have any particular destination in mind. I just wanted to finish. I had 60 some miles to go on my Harley Davidson app. And if you haven't already heard, I usually talk about that in my videos. But anyway, on the app, and you don't have to be a hog member, it gives you monthly ride challenges. Every month you ride a certain amount of mileage. So for this month, I think it's 250, and now it starts going back up on the calendar, because during the winter months it goes down to about 100, maybe 50, something like that. Looks like there's some clouds coming on, but maybe not. Maybe I can head north. I'm not headed the right direction to head north, so maybe I'll turn up here. See if I can't get going in the right way. See what happens when you don't have a destination? But what's that saying? All those who wander are not lost. Alright, let's get the camera set up right. So I put another arm on my camera to get it up a little higher since I'm not that tall. So we'll see what a difference that makes in filming, but I'm seeing already it's going to be a hard thing to keep up. Like it keeps falling down, so may not be of any use at all. Even though there's some clouds in the sky, I don't think there was a chance of rain today, maybe about 10% tomorrow, so that means 90% chance it won't. The odds are in my favor. But just in case, I thought I'd ride today. So yeah, I was talking about the Harley Davidson app with the monthly ride challenges. So my goal for this year was to get every month in. We'll see what happens. I wonder, do I have enough gas for my adventures today? Let's check it out. Alright, depending on where I go, I might have to stop on the way back, but I think I'm alright for the moment. Oh, there we go. A little sunglass helps. Did I tell y'all it's about 81 degrees out here? It's not as warm as it has been, but it's plenty warm. Warm enough to put on a summer jacket. Usually I'm overdressed. Sometimes I'm underdressed. As long as I'm dressed. Every time I go this way, I gotta look over there at the mountains. And I gotta show it to you guys. I went to Target earlier today because they seem to be the only people in town who carry distilled water. It's weird. Actually, that could be a lie. I have to check the grocery store. Every day you gotta be practicing slow speed skills. Do you see the little specks of cottonwood floating in the air? I think that's what it is. That's usually what we get this time of year. If it's not, I apologize. It's something else. But anyway, there's something floating in the air. Dangerous cardboard flying around. Good thing it wasn't a brick. Well, and if a brick is flying around, I got more problems than that. Even closer to the mountains. Check it out. Right there behind the Marriott, in case you couldn't see it. Ice cream. If you're coming, 'cause I need to get over to windshield activated. Let's settle into a cruising altitude. Well, you know, Easter's coming up. Do you all observe it? Do you have any plans? If you do, drop it in the comments. I think our big question is always, what are we gonna have to eat? I wanted Cornish hens, but I think we're having barbecue. I got outvoted. But that's all right, because I like barbecue too. You won't hear many complaints from me. If you've already seen me, you could tell I don't turn down too many foods. So I don't know if you've seen the video or not, but I had the opportunity to ride the 2026 R1300 RT. It was the police edition, which granted it might be a little bit different from your civilian edition, but I wondered, because you know, sometimes that nagging little thought in the back of your head, did you pick the right bike? Well, hopping back on this bike now, I feel like I picked the right bike, at least for now anyway. I don't know if that'll change down the road, but for right now I feel like the GS is a good choice for me, and I'll tell you why. Number one, the RT was a little bit heavier, is a little bit heavier than my bike. And when I got the GS, I wanted something lighter than the bike I was riding at the time, which was a 22 Harley Road Glide Special. So this definitely fit that bill, but I also wanted all the things that I was used to and a little something extra if I could get it. So I wanted the cruise control, I wanted heated seat, heated grips, those heated, well, no, I didn't have any of that on my bike. So yeah, I was getting a lot of extras. I did have navigation and stereo. This bike doesn't have stereo, but it does have navigation, obviously, and you don't have to buy the extra navigation system that I have, which is the Ride Connect, the BMW Ride Connect. You could just get something, you could use your phone, you could, yeah, whatever. You didn't have to buy this one. This one is an extra. So I got blind spot monitoring, I got lighter weight, I got a little more speed, less heat coming from the engine and cooking my thighs. So I got a lot of things that I didn't have with the Harley. Now that's not to say the Harley was a bad bike, to each their own. I really like the Harley aesthetic and the brotherhood, the way they encourage folks to ride. But the bike itself, I felt like, was becoming something that maybe I didn't want to deal with. Or it wasn't becoming anything, I was becoming something, and that was older. And I wanted something just a little lighter, a little faster. And as far as it being able to handle different terrain, that's just a bonus too. And I thought, well, maybe I can learn something new. So hopefully I will get to do that. And you know the thing I always cry about, the adjustable windshield. But really, I started talking about the RT and then started talking about the Harley. So back to the RT. Yeah, so it's heavier than the GS. And I felt like I was sitting on it rather than in it. And I prefer feeling like I'm in it. Now, that may have been remedied with a different seat, because the seat on the RTP is a solo seat. Oh, do I have a number 2 for why I didn't get the RT, other than I just wasn't thinking about it and I associated it with police fleets? So I think too, I didn't really like the seat height, but what I think I read is that the seat height is adjustable on the RT. I don't know if it has the adaptive ride height like this bike does, because without that I wouldn't be able to ride this bike, I don't think. That adaptive ride height really makes a difference for short people. It is a must if you're my height or smaller and want to get on an adventure bike. Over the years though, I think I've seen the Albuquerque Police Department on different brands of motorcycles, not just BMWs. I think they've had Harleys in their fleet before. You know, I've heard that some departments use FJRs or Kawasaki Concours, but I don't think I've ever noticed our department riding those. wow, that sign said diesel is $5.18 a gallon. Now, where you are, that might be more or less, but a few weeks ago, I was paying a lot less than that for diesel. I had a diesel Wrangler. And about a week before prices went up, I got rid of it and got a hybrid, so that worked out well. And yeah, gas prices fluctuate. They'll go up and down, of course. But if I can be on the upside when it's up, then that's good. Felt like something flew by eye. I don't know if I ever said this before while I was riding this way as I drive off the road sightseeing, but this is Bajada Hill, and in the wintertime this hill is treacherous. Sometimes I'll even close down this area because it's so icy. I don't know if there's any other significance to Bajada Hill. Probably some historical reference. I'll have to look into that.
I did my research and this is what I found. Bajada Hill is a historic steep volcanic mesa escarpment south of Santa Fe, known for its challenging 1.5-mile segment featuring 23 hairpin turns. It was formerly a treacherous part of the Camino Real and later Route 66. It is now a rugged, high-clearance 4x4 trail that drops roughly 1,000 feet. Bajada means the descent or the drop. It was part of the original 1926 Route 66 alignment, infamous for its switchbacks. The road is known to be dangerous, as I mentioned before, the paved part anyway, but the traditional or original trail is dangerous for its lava rock, sharp turns, and steep grades, making it unsuitable for standard passenger vehicles.
Looks like there's a rest area up ahead, so I probably will turn around there. Oh, I forgot, there's no turnaround. It's just hop on, hop off, hop on. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off anyway, check some things, and get back on the road.